Oh, look. The screen got ever so slightly larger. Because now we're in the PlayStation era. Good grief. Can you help? You're a little bastard. There it is. It's time. Sure, why not? Adrian! So now you're gonna see them bastardize
Like that whole speech.
the opening speech, because now it's gonna be like properly translated and not hilariously translated. So sad.
Really, that's the only reason why I came up with it.
I'm sorry.
No, I also, I wanted to see this. I wanted to, yeah, I wanted to see it. Rather than just letting that after I want to see it.
Oh, I don't think those... Were those bats there before? I don't remember those bats being there in the original PlayStation version. Oh, that's weird. It has been changed. I wonder why. That's kind of funny, though. Well, I mean, it works. You know Dracula's got some awful breath to being in that coffin. So, there you go. So, interestingly enough, right, it says Final Stage Bloodlines. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. So now Richter can do a bunch of stuff, right? Like, he's got this crazy dash move, he's got super uppercut, he's got crazy dash kick. I know, right? He can also run, and he's still got the backflip. Of course. Who knows? These collections are all screwy, and they screw up the Twitch category things for some reason. I don't know why. It's annoying. I know, right? God, if Richter could do all this stuff in Rondo, it'd be amazing. But no.
Dracula, die now and leave this world. You'll never belong here.
Oh, but this world invited me. Your own kind called me forth with praise and tribute.
Tribute? You're a thief. You steal men's souls, their freedom.
Freedom is always
I warned you both.
sacrificed to faith, good hunter. Or are you truly here by
No, I
choice?
fucking
All I'm here for is you.
Nothing.
To hell with your heresy. You're nothing but a blight on mankind.
Ha! Mankind. A cesspit of hatred and lies. Fight for them, and die for their sins.
Catharsis. Poor Savvy.
Count Dracula had risen with the aid of the Dark Priest Shaft to menace humanity once again. The legendary vampire hunter, Richter Belmont, stood against him and at last brought him down. However, 4 years later, on a glaring full moon night, Richter mysteriously vanished. Maria Renard set out to find him, but knew not where to begin. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the Castle of Dracula, rumored to appear once every century.
Yeah, so this translation is far more accurate, but nowhere near as funny and delightful.
Meanwhile, powerful forces struggled
And
for
it's really funny actually, because that was like a huge complaint with these ports. People were like, "Where's our amazing voice acting?" Everyone was so butthurt about it. I know, right, Wanyan?
And fallen into what was meant to be
What is its translation? A miserable little pile of secrets.
he awakens to the cackles of
But enough talk. How about you?
the eternal battle of good and evil
No thunder.
come full circle once more.
He's trying to go jump on Sabby's belly again.
Beckons for you. And no man can say who will emerge victorious.
Oh my god. Oh man, did it feel good to just completely annihilate him in like 5 seconds though. That was a long time coming. He does this, and that's the sad part, is he really wants to make her feel better because he knows that she's hurting, but it's like the worst thing in the world. Oh yeah, now I have to remember, how do I play this game? Okay, there we go. Like, wait, I don't remember how to play Symphony anymore because I've been doing all this crazy crap. And now I've got all the god tier items. Oh, that delicious a la carte sexy equipment. Mmm. So good, so good. George Michael storming his way down. He is a beautiful man. Okay, so one thing that I will say that you want to do, if you really, especially on your first playthrough, right, is these mermen here, they give you a ton of experience at first. Like you can see, right now we're at level 2. We already got our first level up there. And oh, there it is, experience next, 24, right? Oh, Lamenti, welcome back. So they're giving us quite a bit. That's 197. 177, right? So if you get just a little bit of kill counting on, whoops, Alucard, even though he's only a half vampire, he still can't take the water. It's not good for him. So you don't want to be in that until you get the snorkel. What's funny is it's called the Holy Relic in the English version of the normal PlayStation one, but it's actually really just called a snorkel. Like it's literally supposed to be a snorkel. You can clearly see the relic icon is a snorkel when you pick it up. But yeah, that's kind of funny. These guys can also drop Zircons. Granted, they're not really worth much, but, you know, it's a nice thing. You can get a few spells cast in here. So we got Dark Metamorphosis, Summon Spirit, Health, oh, whoops. That's interesting. So you got your normal 3 fireballs, the classic, right? What's interesting about that spell is that you can also do the Hellfire spell. It's the same input, but you hold up after you cast it. Like so. Good times. Now the reason that we're doing this a little bit, for one, is to kind of show off a few spells and whatnot. I learned it from watching you, Dad. But then also, by the time that we get to the Slugger and Gaibon fight, you can really easily have Soul Seal, the strongest spell, right? Let's see, do I have enough for... Yes. There's our summon spirits, right? Very powerful. Or Tetra Spirit, I guess, actually, is what it's called. Summon Spirit and then Tetra Spirit is a more powerful version there. I'm only going to get one more level on these guys. We should be getting it pretty quick. Yeah, there we go. And we can move on. Oftentimes when I'm playing this through on my own, just for fun, I'll even get one more here, but it's really not necessary at all. It's not even necessary to do this at all. This game is not hard. You don't need to do any of that nonsense. So we're not doing any kind of crazy stuff. We can't anyways, because we've leveled up and we have too strong of constitution. So we can't do the death skip to keep our gear, which you can do if you do some shenanigans. I did. I wanted to commit just a tiny bit of genocide.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Ever the insolent boy. But there will be no games here. If you will not behave, be gone.
I will do neither. Step aside, old man.
Such arrogance. Very well. But I shall see you very soon.
So yeah. I know. I love his Alucard voice. Yeah, he took all my stuff. So, in the beginning, you start with like a lot of the best stuff in the game, right? All of Alucard's gear is really, really good. It's not top tier, but it's up there. And yeah, Uncle Death just pops in and is like, oh, okay, you're gonna be a little shit. How about this? Take away all your goodies. And he just yoinks. He's like one of those people that just go and take all your memes and they don't even give you a like. So, we're an unarmed man. Now we just gotta punch it. So these first couple skeletons are programmed. Can't take our boners, nope. Death giveth and death taketh away. These first two are going to give us, these are scripted. Red Rust and Short Sword are their 2 weapon drops. Uh-oh. I was going to say, oh my god, is the game breaking? That'd be funny. You can't handle the save. Just had a little coughing fit there. But yeah. So now we have Red Rust and a Short Sword. Now, Red Rust is a 2-handed weapon. It's really bad. We're not going to use it. What's interesting about Red Rust, though... You get a car. You get a car. You get bees. Bees! That is one of my favorite gifts of all time, by the way. Oprah Winfrey giving everyone bees. Oh my god. That shit made me laugh so hard. Every time it pops up as a memory, I always reshare it, because I gotta. So, all we've got is this dinky little sword right now. Red Rust is a 2-handed sword that's really terrible. The reason it's so bad is because not only does it not do very good damage, especially for being a 2-handed sword, but it also has a chance of being rusted into your sheath, so you try to draw... In fact, let me see if I can get it to happen. You can fail to draw it. Yep, right there. So like every now and then it just won't draw and he'll be like, ugh! And you just don't get your attack off. What's neat about Red Rust though is that it causes curse. Most enemies are not vulnerable to curse. Some are. So if you're fighting an enemy, like for example Alucard's doppelganger, there's a little secret here too. We can do a little tiny sequence break with this guy. So we're going to knock him down on the switch, and he's going to get back up. If we time this jump right... Oh, okay, it's a little early. If we time that jump right... I'm actually going to kill this Axe Lord real quick. We can jump up here and get a pretty darn good weapon fairly early. A little bit earlier than we're intended to. It's really good. I'm killing this Axe Lord because he has a nasty habit of screwing this little sequence break up for us. Alright, so we get him knocked down there. get this guy out. There we go. So now we can get this Vanillar, which is a really good starting weapon. And actually, we'll just go ahead and equip that in our... Oh, I'm going to switch these, actually. Whoops. There we go. There we go. That's a good setup. So this is a really good weapon early on because it's really, really fast. Short range, you can't attack diagonally with it, but you can go shank, 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 shank. And you're not supposed to be able to get this till after you kill Slugger and Gaibon, normally, the first boss. But yeah, look at that. You just stab that guy to pieces. Oops. So yeah, Vanillar, getting it quickly is really nice. Normally you don't get it till after you go through all this stuff here. We're going to use that leather shield in a second, but first we need our short sword to break that wall down there, because you can't attack diagonally with the Vanillar. So nothing too huge, but just a tiny little bit of sequence breaking right there. It's minor, but it pays off pretty big for this first boss fight. Okay, so now that we've done that, we don't need the short sword on anymore. We're going to go ahead and pop on our leather shield. So now we have a shield we can block with. And also, we can do our faster backdash. People that are familiar with this game know that the fastest way to get around is doing backdash everywhere. You're going to hear lots and lots and lots of backdashing. Whoops. And if you have a shield equipped, you can basically kind of toggle between backdashing and shield, which you saw me doing at the very beginning when I still had the Alucard equipment. And that basically cancels the end of your little animation on your backdash. Like normally you've got kind of a sweet spot, but if you do it with a shield, you can do it really fast, which I'll show off here before long. Right now we got to do this. So you move that thing over, blah blah blah. That's how you get up here. Tiny little Zelda block puzzle they decided to throw in there for shits and grins. And we're gonna get our first cloak. Yeah. Give me that cloth cape. I love how even when Alucard doesn't have a cape, he has a cape. Because he's just, he's that extra. I mean, look at his dad, right? Oops. Dropping right on those spikes like a dummy. But yeah, this Vanillar tears it up. There's also something very satisfying about just like piston stabbing all these enemies. Welcome back, Lamenti. Just in time for the spittle bones. Alright, so right up here is going to be our first boss. And how much mana do we have? We might actually be a little bit shy of Soul Seal. Yes, we are. Normally I think you need to be level 7. We're level 6. So we are not going to be able to Soul Steal Slugger and Gaibon, which is fine. I mean, there's absolutely no need to. And we do have Vanillar. So instead of Soul Stealing them, we'll just piston stab them because it's really funny. Also, I'm going to Tetra Spirit them. Yep, okay, there's one down. It's so brutal. Ho 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 ho. Got the nice dagger pose there on the kill. Excellent. So I do believe we have 50... Oh, no, we don't. Okay, so you do need level 8, it looks like. Well, I mean, it's based on your... Yeah, Skelly Butlers. It's based on your initial stats. Based on how you kill Dracula at the beginning, that determines what your starting stats are in this game. So I wanted to just murder him because we just went through all of Chino Ronda and it was brutal as fuck and I died 86 times. So I didn't bother trying to do any of the fancy stuff, right? I did get some bonus strength, I think, because I didn't get hit, right? Not getting hit by him is really good. That boosts some of your stats. I think like strength and constitution or something. It's been a while, so I forget exactly what does what. Then also, I killed him really fast. So based on how quickly you kill him, that also affects your stats. Then you get if you die on him, like if you actually get killed and then Maria comes out and is like, Richter, regain your strength, and uses her powers and makes you go Super Saiyan and you're invincible. That boosts other stats. I think luck and something else. I forget what they are. So people will probably correct me, and anyone that watches this later that knows will be like, yeah, dumbass, it's not that. But all of that is a thing. Also, if you use up all of your hearts and you have none left by the end of the fight, which I didn't, I had a lot left, you'll start with a heart refresh. I think because of the way I killed him, I also started with a neutron bomb, which you can see there in my inventory. Neutron bomb is a one-use item that it's basically like a Gradius bomb. It just does massive damage to the entire screen. So that's really cool. But yeah, like I think there's, man, I forget. I want to say there's like 7 different victory conditions in that fight at the beginning where you're fighting Dracula with Richter. And those all determine your starting attributes and equipment. Exactly. Pine salt juice box, so tasty. Yeah, we'll keep this crystal for a second. Why not? So this is actually a sub-weapon that was introduced in Castlevania 2. I used it like one time ever in my Castlevania 2 run. You hardly ever see it. It's interesting. It's very what's the word I'm looking for? Situational. Not one you want to use often. Yeah, shitty. Right, exactly. It's honestly pretty shitty. Oh yeah, and of course I also have it Lamenti on the PlayStation emulator and all that. But this is unfortunately the PSP translation Nocturnes, so they don't roll that way. It's stupid. We're gonna keep this holy water. The reason for that is, and holy water is actually really good in this. What's really funny is that Alucard's holy water is better than Richter's. Also, check out my awesome. Watch this. Wait. I wanna. Is there one more of these guys? Yes, there is. I love that animation so much. It cracks me up. That is like, man, Alucard will be tearing it up in prison. Just shanking people for days. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna be using. I am gonna go out of my way to try to use spells a little bit more than one might. Alucard goes down like a boss. You ain't wrong. We're gonna table that for later. But we're gonna go down here. This is another thing you can open up in the beginning. This is not the path you need to go on. This is kind of a little bit out of the way, but you do kind of open another path. It's kind of interesting because it's not even really a shortcut. It's just kind of an alternate path. But there are a couple of really, really good items down here. Particularly that, so right there, that marionette that I killed. And I have mentioned this in some of the randomizer streams. They drop an amazingly good headpiece, especially for early in the game, called the circlet, which gives you like plus 10 intellect or something. It's a lot. But also we get the spirit orb. So the spirit orb lets us see the name of enemy. Or no, it lets us see the damage we do. That's right. The fairy scroll is that's in the library. That's the enemy names. But yeah, these marionettes. Wait, go back. Just a second. Let me trash some dolls for a second. What are you talking about? These bone slingers? Oh, it's a window. Whatever. Don't be a pain. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, you're right. That is a Simon. I know what you're talking about. Simon Says, right there. Yep. I'm interested in this. Yeah, it totally is a Simon. You're not wrong. I never noticed that before. What? Ban you? You deserve a cookie for that one. Are you kidding? You know Alucard's been playing with that shit. That's the Simon from his childhood right there. I thought you meant Simon Belmont. I was like, what are you talking about? What, whip skeletons? I didn't see one of those. Yeah, no, absolutely. How do you think Alucard's got so smart? All these quick reflexes. Been playing with his Simon all this time. I'm only going to do this a couple more times. I always like to stop here, though, and see if I can't grab a circlet off these stupid fools. Because, man, that circlet's good. Especially if you're popping around, busting off a bunch of spells. On the upside, they're giving us some muns, right? Oh, I love that noise. This noise is the best. Unless you're talking about Simon. Because, man, that noise is infuriating. Oh, we want that. No! No! No, my muns! Oh, you bastard! Ooh, that's a luck pill. Or a smart potion. That's also good. I was cracking up because Lamenti, I went to look at Nightbot to do some stuff, and there was like, you know, you have the little, like, the list of, like, bans and timeouts and stuff, and it's just Lamenti, just, like, straight, just, like, all the way down the line. And I messaged him later, and I was like, hey, Smooty, so you know, Nightbot really hates you. He was cracking up. Granted, I was cracking up, too. I mean, he's obsessed with you, at least. I'll put it that way. This is the last run. No more out of you, sisters, after this. So either give me my circlet. Oh, yo, you earned it, alright. Alright, looks like we struck out this time, folks, but that's okay. But just so you know, if you do want to get a really, really good head item early on that it gives you a bunch of intellect, these marionettes are your Huckleberry. They will hook you up. And they're also kind of worth farming because they give you money, they give you smart potions, which are also pretty nice, and that circlet is amazing. So, wasn't quite quick enough. Ooh, boy, that hurt. Let's just let the ghosty deal with that guy then. Get head early, kill waifu doll. Yes, exactly. You got it. See, you're learning. These are big gamer pro strats. These ghosts also, actually, I think, have a chance of, it's very rare, but they do have a chance of dropping a lot of muns, I believe. This room is nice, too, because you get that guaranteed 250 mun bag. You'll see why. Once we get to the library, we're going to be able to do something nice with that. Now, this is the reason that we want to have... Oh, shoot. Oh, uh-oh. There we go. So we do not want this guy. He can kill you so quickly, but he is worth a ton of XP. So we're not going to farm him or anything, but we do have to go back through here. The reason is all we're doing right now is unlocking the shortcut. And see, this is where we started the game, right? This is at the very beginning. So now we have that open, and once we start going back through the castle, this gives you an alternate path back up. Doesn't really do a whole lot for us at the moment, unfortunately. But hey, a lot of XP. We're going to get one more chance to kill those marionettes on our way back up. Again, we're not going to farm them or anything, but maybe they'll be nice and drop a circlet when we pass back through. That would be cool. And then we're going to get to see Maria. 5 years later. She's a little bit more grown up now. I think she was supposed to be like 12 in Chino Rondo. So now she's like 17, basically. And she is, of course, even at 12, she was already, you know, a kind of a badass and a monster slayer. Obviously, you can play as her in the game. So, you know, she's been rocking out there and killing shit for a while, and she's pretty badass at this point. She is also on a path through the castle, tearing it up. And Alucard, of course, has been sleeping ever since Castlevania 3, which was like 400 years ago? I think 400, actually. Something like that. Pretty sure 400. He was really tired. Well, you know, patricide tends to take it out of you. So, he took a nap, and he's come back, and now he's going to get to meet Maria and Richter. So far, no circlet. You ladies over here going to be nicer? Nope. They sure aren't. Well, that's okay. We don't need that circlet. We just really wanted it. Yeah, you better say hi to Nightbot. You know he cares about you. Maybe too much. Ooh, we got another smart potion, though. That's kind of fun. All right. Back whence we came. More Simons. That was a big Simon, actually. That must be the Master Simon. Time for Maria. God, bop it. Like, people think Simon was annoying. Bop it's where the real mental anguish is. That would be the real lament. Oh, look, it's Fleaman. Everyone's favorite.
Wait, are you human? What are you doing here?
I've come to destroy this castle.
Likewise. I'm Maria. And you are?
Alucard.
Well, if you're a better swordsman than a speaker, perhaps I'll see you again. Farewell.
Oh, dialogue is so much worse. That's really funny. He does actually, kind of. The other dialogue was so much better. Also, this Maria's voice, she sounds way more like cutesy than she does in the other translation. Not a fan. And granted, of course, I'm biased because I've played the other version forever and ever, but still, it's like, come on, man. Okay, so, oh man, I kind of want to... Yeah, we're going to take the stopwatch because we're going to do something funny. Oh, dude, they fucked up everyone's voice. Are you kidding me? I know the librarian's the best. Thank you. Oh yeah, we're gonna be playing the DS games too, buddy. We're gonna play all of them. We're doing the whole thing. Yeah, drawing the spells is the worst part, and you know it, you damn troll. Get that shit out of here. Everything about those games is awesome except for that, and you know it. Actually, what's funny is we have to, you know, we're emulating it. The only way for me to be able to emulate that game, because of that, is that we have to use a randomizer, and it cuts the glyph drawing out, actually. Which I'm like, oh, thank God, because that was the worst part of that game. It was shoehorned in. Like, Konami didn't have a choice. They had to add that in order to play with the DS functionality. They didn't even want to do it. It was like a kind of a last-minute thing. Oh, yeah, by the way, I hope you all noticed this giant eyeball that's just watching us out this window. Look at this shit. Wait. Look at that guy. He's just like, hey guy, what's going on? What you up to in there? Eh? No, that's not a boss or anything. That has nothing to do with anything. He's just he's just checking us out. It's good old peeping Tom over there. Shit cracks me up. There's so many little things like that in this game. Well, hello, neighbor. Exactly. Oh, I can soul steal now, can't I? I forgot about that. Derp. Okay. Whoops, I fell down. Can't go back over there. Well, we may as well go check on the bird since we fell down. So this is an Easter egg room. There's not really anything of import here, but this is kind of neat. You got this birdo. It's making a nest. And eventually there will be eggs down here, and eventually the eggs will hatch. So you can keep coming down here and checking. Sorry about that. Also, interestingly enough, the weather is random. And also, what you're looking at here through the telescope, there's the Riverman that we're going to see later. That's also kind of random. But you never know what weather you're going to get. Like, the first time I ever played this game, when it was new, I actually had fog here, not rain. And sometimes there's no fog or rain. It really is kind of a random thing. It's really neat. But yeah, the rain is very loud. So here's another really big secret. This is one of those like Castlevania 2. It is a symphony, exactly. Castlevania 2 kind of secrets. If you just break this here wall and you just hang out for a minute, it's going to take you to a special place. And normally, you can't get in here until you get the power of mist. The jeweled knuckles are amazingly strong. So we finally get to get rid of our Bacillard. This is one of the early weapons that are just godly. The jeweled knuckles let you punch and kick, right? So they don't really have a long range at all. However, they, yes, use the bidet. That's very important. Use the bidet and then get fisted. And you'll be lucky. So these are lucky fists. And they don't really say it, but basically they have an incredibly high chance of critical hits. And the way critical hits work in this game is they basically add your luck as like a modifier. So you can do some crazy stuff. Like, we're gonna start doing a ton of damage now. Like right there, right off the bat, you see a 72 damage crit. We were doing like 10 damage before with our jeweled knuckle, or our Bacillard. So that's a huge, huge damage boost, right? However, even though we just got this sexy, ridiculous weapon, we're gonna actually put it away for a second. Oh, the weapon is French now. Oui, oui, so very nice. So we're gonna put this away for a second because I want to show off something silly. Remember that red rust we talked about? We're gonna bust that sucker out. We're gonna do something stupid here. This is fun. They did. You're not wrong. They still do. Well, not the Ottomans, but the Germans. So look, it's my doppelganger. Oh, I cursed him. So the doppelganger is susceptible to everything that you are. He's just like you. So I hit him with the red rust, and now he's cursed. Which means he can't do a whole bunch of crap. But if you have the jeweled knuckles, you can cheap this guy out in such a stupid way. But check this out too. Oh, by the way, he's also susceptible to the stopwatch. Which is why I decided to keep it. So yeah, that's some hilarious shit right there. Like, the doppelganger there's a lot of ways you can cheap him out, but red rust and the stopwatch are two of the funniest. He's also susceptible to poison. Can we make it? Yep. Oh, I did it. That's actually a deceptively hard jump to make without modification. So I wanted to go for it. I honestly expected that I would miss, but I didn't. Yay. Cool. Well, don't I feel like a boss? Ooh, Axe Lord Shield. Don't mind if I do. That's a nice upgrade. Defense is actually a very small stat in this game. So getting +2 defense on a shield is actually quite big. Axe Lord Shield is quite a bit nicer, and you'll see that is literally the Axe Lord Shield. I know that crit damage is so good. This is the same Axe Lord Shield from Chino Rondo that we just played, right? So that's kind of cool. And yeah, it's not bad. So here's an elevator. It's out of order. Can't use it yet. So we're gonna jump up a bunch of stairs and we're gonna punch a bunch of dudes. Here's the elevator. Before we go to the elevator, we're actually gonna go the library. Before we go into the library here and visit the librarian, we're actually gonna keep going up for a second because there's a couple of cool things we can do. We're gonna be able to get a couple important upgrades, and I'm gonna show off some sequence breaks. Hopefully. I'm gonna try to, at least, I should say. But yeah, there's a bunch of really neat sequence breaks you can do, like right here, very, very early in the game. Again, since we're doing a vanilla playthrough, I kind of want to try to show off as many neat little tricks as possible, so you can have a very different gaming experience. Elevator activated. Okay, so before we go up, we're going to go back down to the top of this elevator where we're going to get power, or the form of wolf. Yeah, now we're going to get turned into a doggo, because, I mean, who wouldn't want to do that, right? Soul of Wolf. So now we can be an adorable doggo. Yeah. Look at us. We're so cute. All the barks. Alu bark. Exactly. Well said. Real quick, we're going to go and open up this. Is going to be our teleporter. So we can open up our teleportation back to the very beginning of the game where we first came in. And I think there's a heart maxed up over here that we can get to. So we can get this little shortcut open, and we can also get that going. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can really do here, so we're gonna keep it on back where we were, and we need to go and talk to the librarian. And in the library, now that we have the form of wolf, there's actually a couple of cool things that we can do. For one, we need to get the Jewel of Open, which is a very important relic. But also, if we play our cards right, we can use the form of wolf in order to get to a place that we're not supposed to be able to get to yet. Just gonna run from these guys. They're annoying. They hit you, they curse you. Curse sucks. It makes you say you can't attack, and it takes all of your mana as well. So basically, you're just pretty neutered for a second. Not fun. Would you get off me, damn book? Yeah, it's like my reading list. Just constant harassment. Piles and piles of books, like, why haven't you read us yet? You said you were gonna. I'm trying, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Right on, Nocturne. Well, it was great having you, man. I really appreciate it, as always. Hope you have a good night, get some good rest. And, yeah. Good times up in here. We'll probably be doing a bunch of streams going on. Like I said, we're trying to get the Switch up and running, and that's going to be a good project for Sabby and I while she's healing up, so definitely. So we're going to be coming back here and using these books. Oh, you don't want to see the Librarian's coming up. If you want to wait just a second, you can see what they did to him. He's right here.
It's been a long time, old one.
Eh? Why, it's Master Alucard. Come to visit, have we?
I need your help.
Oh, but young Master, I could never betray the good Count.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
Well, he does almost have the exact same dialogue, which is interesting. It's very close, but yeah, his voice is nowhere near as over the top and ridiculous. He is a Moon Knight. Oh man, I think you might be right, honestly.
How about this?
So there's absolutely no reason for us to keep any gems. We only have a Zircon that we got from a fish.
How about this?
We have to get the Jewel of Open.
Thank you.
Like, that's a big thing. Now, there's not really anything else you need to buy. We're going to buy the castle map just because.
Thank you.
And honestly, I like to buy the reverse cloak because it's not bad. It's much better than the cloak we have. It's kind of cool, and it gives us a couple of options, right? It's not essential, but this is the only place you can get it. The reverse cloak, the elven cloak, and Joseph's cloak, you can only get from the librarian. So we're going to go ahead and buy it, because why not? They did. I know, right? His voice is nowhere near as great. Thank you. I love the... Young master, I can't aid one who opposes the master. You won't go unrewarded. Really? In that case, just tell me what you need. Well, that's because you know why he's over that chasm, right? Yeah, it's because we're gonna give it to him up the butt later on, and I'm not even lying. Like, that is really a thing we're gonna do. But yeah, anyways, there you go. There's your unfortunately neutered librarian, right? So the reverse cloak has a couple options. Honestly, I prefer having the dark blue on the outside, but you can go to system and you can reverse it, right? And then you got the purple on the outside and the dark blue on the inside, which is also pretty cool. But I would usually prefer having it the other way, honestly. They do have to go somewhere. The funny thing too is he actually is sitting on several good items. He's got a life max up. Oh shoot. Okay, let's see here. Crap. So this is a little difficult. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off. I'm gonna try though. I don't think I'm going to be able to. So you can... Basically what I need to do, I need to jump, I need to turn into a wolf. So the wolf... Whoop. There it is. He can jump really high on the steps. Oh, whoop. That would help if I was hitting the right button. And whatever. We'll come back to this. But you can do some silly stuff here with the wolf form and these books, and you can jump and you can actually get up there like right now. But we're not going to bother with it. However, we are going to try to do another sequence break here at the beginning of the clock tower, which normally the clock tower is kind of supposed to gatekeep you because you need to have the lead stone, but it turns out you don't actually need the lead stone in order to get into the clock tower proper. Now granted, the clock tower proper does get a little bit rough if you don't have the lead stone because you're supposed to have it when you go there, but that's okay. They do have ridiculous. I mean, it's like you punch them a couple of times and they're just exploding and flaming and pages are flying everywhere. It's great. Nuclear origami. I'm all for it. So yeah, we're gonna go and play with the tragic prince for a second and see if we can't get some silly shit done. Now, this is a really easy sequence break to fuck up. So I'm imagining I probably will. The reason I say that is that I have to get across the bridge. Alright, Nocturne, have a good night, buddy. It was great having you. Love and peace to you. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all your help. And get some rest. We'll see you plenty more very soon. So yeah, we're gonna go for this. he kind of is Nightbot's dad. He's done most of the work on getting everything set up. I tried to, and I pretty much screwed up all of the things I set up in Nightbot. I'm really bad at that stuff. So I'm very grateful to have Nocturne and Savvy have done a lot of good work for me. Alright, so we need to, basically, we need to run like crazy here. Oh, well, crap. I think we can actually still make it across this with that first one. But, yeah, see, these bridges don't come back. Yes! Shit. Oh, ooh, that was close. Okay, so I have to be really careful here and make sure I don't break the second one. Come here. Come here, duck. I'll bite you. Bite you in the face. Alright. So, okay, now we gotta try to get across this. Oh, bad dog. Well, I screwed it up. That's okay. So, basically, this is, like I said, it's pretty hard without, like, the lead stone or anything. You have to run across all these bridges, and if you screw up and break that, you're not going to be able to make it across. Even if I were to make it across all of them, which I didn't, once you get to the end of it, you get into the actual clock tower, right? And this song is so awesome. Tragic Prince is the name of the song. It's badass. Once you get into the clock tower proper, you can do a sequence break where normally you... Oh, here's the mist, by the way. Where you have to... Actually, I wonder if I can just... No, I don't think there's a way. That's okay. It's not worth it. We'll play it the way it's meant to be played. But yeah, you can use the mist form and the wolf, and you have to jump straight up and then bounce off of a Medusa head, and you can get up onto the ledge, and then from there you don't need double jump anymore, and you can actually get through the entire clock tower. Awesome, man. Well, good luck with all that. I hope that you have fun. We're gonna stop here soon. We're so incredibly far over what I was hoping our time would be. It's just Chino Rondo was such an incredible, awful shit show that I needed a little bit of catharsis, and I wanted to get to play some Symphony for a minute to make myself feel better. Because that game, excuse me, that game beat the fuck out of me. It was so much worse than every other Castlevania. It was just constant suffering. And yeah, all those deaths were just from Chino Rondo, right? Like, it was awful. I love it. I love it to death, but oh my god, was it so hard. I forgot how hard it was. And I remembered, too. I was like, this is like the hardest of all the OG Castlevanias, and I still didn't remember how hard it was. Like, I was still shocked at how much I got my ass kicked. Okay, so there is another sequence break that we can try to do coming up. So there's a few different paths you can go. We're gonna just go straight back through the clock room and all that good stuff. We could have warped, but actually, these blades work better on them, but who cares? You know what also works well on them? Ghosts. Oh, well, not like that. They don't. Ah. Oh, you can block these if you do it right. There we go. We want this money. Oh, hello. Oops, don't mind me. You know what? Screw you. Yeah, they don't like that. They're very weak to fire. And those fireballs, Hellfire is persistent. As long as they're inside, it's gonna, I think, hit them more than once. They're just dying pretty much instantly, so we don't have to worry about it. But this is a fun way to show off that. Like, if I just cast normal Hellfire, or normal, okay, well that works too. That's just the normal 3 fireballs. Those are not penetrating, but they take so much damage from fire that it just doesn't matter. So our first use of Jewel of Open is right here. Oops. Hey, throw another one. I dare you. Oh, you're both gonna get in on this now? I'll punch you in the face. How you like them apples? So yeah, Jewel of Open opens these blue doors. That's what we bought from the librarian. That's his purchasable relic, right? So that's going to open up a couple of paths for us here. Now, we don't actually want to go down the main path that opened yet, because we don't actually have a lot of mobility items that we're going to want. However, this one has an attack potion and a library card, which are really good. Attack potion, this is a one-time use item like the smart potions we got from the marionette. That's going to give us a little temporary boost to our attack power. The library card is basically a one-time use warp that takes us back to the librarian, which is great. A good way to get around. So this is going to lead us down to the underground caverns and catacombs and abandoned mines, all that good stuff. We're not going there yet. We don't want to go there for a minute. So where we're going now is actually back to the beginning of the game. Now normally what they really expect you to do is warp back there at this point, because it is fast. And where we need to go is close to the beginning, right by Slugger and Gaibon's boss chamber. However, we're actually going to try to see if we can't sequence break the clock room and get some cool stuff. Because that's always fun. Okay, so here we can do a thing. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. Oh shoot, I missed. So you can actually do this out of order. Though, actually, we want to do this side first. So the clock, that's why we want the stopwatch. Oh, shoot. Whoops, I'm gonna have to do it again. The stopwatch opens this chamber right here, right? That's a little secret. So we want to jump here. Ah, shoot, man. The spacing is off. What I'm trying to do here is turn into a wolf. Oh, there it is! Oh, I had it and I screwed it up. So what you can see what I'm doing is, normally you can't jump into here yet. However, if you do that, right? If you turn into a wolf and jump up, turn into Alucard, and if you have a fist weapon, which we do, the Jeweled Knuckles, you can jump kick the candle and bounce up and get up in here early. You're not supposed to be able to do this yet. So that's going to allow us to get the Alucard equipment. It looks, yeah, you can do that a lot of places. So that's what I was going to do in the clock tower, Wanyan, and I was also going to do it in the library, but I kind of screwed it up. You can do that in all of those places, and you can sequence break the hell out of it. Like I had a playthrough recently where I was doing a vanilla playthrough, and immediately after getting the form of the wolf, I just went through the clock tower and beat it that way. Because you totally can. You just have to make it across that bridge, and then you can do what I just did and bounce off a Medusa head, and then instead of a candle. And doing that, you don't need the double jump to get through the clock tower, so you can go through the back door, which is really cool. So I got that now, so I can, if I want to, I can put on all of the Alucard gear, right? Which is really fun and silly. And the Alucard, it looks just like the Alucard gear, but it's way shittier. However, if you equip all of it, it changes your status to Alucard. Oh, cool, I get a trophy for that. Of course I do. And it gives you plus 30 luck, which is amazing. And what's neat is though you don't have the special move that the Alucard sword does, you still have a sword that has a really good range and attack speed. So it may be weak, but it's actually not that terrible. I'm just very, very not strong now. So also we can sequence break this, right? Same way, you jump up, turn into Alucard, bounce off the candle, and then you can get up here. So that's super neat. And we're not supposed to be here yet, at all. But this is going to take us to Ulrox's chamber, and the and I take so much damage now because of this. So this is one of those places that sometimes you might want to actually, I need to, whoops. So I need to get Soul Steel. Oh wow, that guy down there respawned. I didn't know that could happen. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Why am I having so much trouble with this? You know what? Screw you. It's like, wow, I was like failing repeatedly to cast Soul Steel there. Trying to get Soul Steel on my spell list, and I'm really failing at that. But yeah, we can get up into this area like super early, which is really cool. There's some really good stuff in this area, especially for early in the game. Yeah, like an Onyx, which sells for a ridiculous amount, and we get a broadsword, which is a really good weapon. Of course, we're not going to use it, because why would we? We have an Alucard equipment. We'll see if I can get this. Man, I'm... Okay, well, I don't want to get myself killed here. Whoop. That guy can actually drop some really good stuff, so it can be worth it to take him out. We're going to go ahead and pop down here into the Coliseum and grab a save point, which is nice. Yeah, I'm tempted to go... Well, I guess I can't, right? Yeah, so I would have had to... unfortunately, again, once you screw up the sequence break with Wolf Form like I did and you fall, you can't get across it again because the bridge isn't there. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But we can at least, if we want to now, what we can do is we can kill the boss here and get, oh, which reminds me, I need to get rid of the stopwatch at this point because it's not going to help us. And we can get some holy water up in here. Oh, no, don't. I need that holy water. You little bastards. Ow. Oh, well, thanks for that. There we go. There's our soul seal. So, yeah, we're going to grab some holy water because that's going to help us kill this boss quickly. Because we're going to be pretty weak. Though, granted, we are going to not fight him with the a la carte because there's no reason to. We're going to kill all these guys with a la carte gear, though. That guy right there can drop a couple of items that are going to help us. Now, on a second playthrough, once you've beaten the game, he drops the best accessory in the game, the Ring of Varda, which basically turns all of your stats way the hell up, especially attack and defense. I think the Blood Cloak is really useful, but it is, oh no, it actually, okay, it's going to drop our luck, but it's going to raise everything else. I forgot the Blood Cloak was that good. But the Blood Cloak is cool because when we take damage, we actually get hearts back, which is super nice. It's a really good weapon. And who doesn't like that sexy red cloak, right? Even though the reversible cloak gives us options, I'm much more a fan of the way the Blood Cloak looks in general anyways. So what would be ideal is if we could get at least one gauntlet off of this Paranthropus, and you remember him being a real dick in Chino Rondo. He was basically a mini-boss in that game. Here he's just a normal enemy, though you only see one of him in the normal castle. And then in the inverted castle, there's like one room that has 3 of them. There might be more than one room, but there's one room in particular in the outer wall where actually I got the Axe Lord shield, where you'll see several of these guys. Oh, there it is. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Sick. So yeah, that gauntlet is going to give us just a flat plus attack 5. That is super good. It's really, really helpful. And it makes the a la carte, running around wearing the a la carte crap, way more manageable. Now we don't do such a ridiculously pathetic amount of damage, right? Like, when you're dealing with the numbers that are these small, that's like a really, really good thing. He also drops a turquoise, which is a fairly valuable gem. It's not too valuable, but it's not bad. I'm not going to do this long. I'm going to try to kill him a couple of more times and see if maybe he'll be nice and give me another gauntlet. Again, the a la carte gear is giving me plus 30 luck, so enemies have a much greater chance to drop things for me, but I'm not trying to do too crazy of things in this regard, and I don't want to waste too much time. This is just a pretty quick... I know, isn't that cool? And not just in Rondo, he's also in 64. That's a boss in 64 as well. He keeps coming back. And he was also in, what was it, Circle? No, it wasn't Circle, it was, I think, Harmony of Dissonance? Right? It's also the same behemoth that Shaft summons on you during the Spectre fight. Portrait. I think, no, Portrait's the one I'm thinking of, yeah, because you and Charlotte have to, like, work together to break the pillars and stuff. That's the one I was remembering. But yeah, that guy comes back a lot. And he's just chilling out dead in this one, which is cool. It's like, I guess this is where he falls after he dies while he's chasing you in Chino Rondo, which is a really neat little touch. There's so many little Easter eggs like that if you've actually played Rondo, you know. It's so cool. So I'm only going to do this one more time. I'm going to try to soul steal these guys actually this time around. Alright, we get over there. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Alright, so we only got one gauntlet, but honestly, even getting one gauntlet was better than I anticipated, so I'm really happy with that. Because, yeah, you don't want to be sitting here farming items all day unless that's what you're doing. During a stream, then I'm like, I'm not going for that. But hey, we got one. That's pretty awesome. That's some sick beans, y'all. So we don't want to go to this middle path, really. It's not ideal. Whoops. Gosh darn it. We're going to go up. well, if I can jump for a second, we're going to go up, around, and over. So you'll see right here, yeah, see, without the gauntlet, we would not be one-shotting any of these enemies with the Alucard shit. Right there is our form of mist. We really need that. That's what's going to allow us to pass through these barriers. And we're going to get that right after we kill this boss. And since we just did Chino Rondo, those of you that watched that part of the stream, you're going to recognize these guys. Oof. Also, these guys were in Chino Rondo as well. They're a little bit more deadly and a little bit better animated here, and they have more attacks also, I think. We're going to get some ghosty help to deal with them because they are annoying. I'm trying to remember. I think they also dropped something pretty cool, but I don't remember what it is. So the boss is right here. Before we go kill him, them, I should say, we're going to open up this shortcut and grab our Knight Shield. I do believe the Knight Shield is actually, I don't think it's as good as the Axe Lord, I forget. I mean, we're not going to, well, actually we are. For the boss, we are going to use, so Axe Lord, what is the Knight Shield? Okay, it is inferior. I thought it was, I couldn't remember. Oh, I had these sunglasses on since the beginning and I forgot to equip them. They do drop our intellect by 1, but, you know, who cares? Mirror Curse, slightly better. We're for a second, we're going to put on some better gear for these guys. We're using the Jeweled Knuckles also, because why would you not? They're by far the best weapon that we have. We're going to keep the Holy Water. That lightning item is really neat, but it's very expensive. And especially this boss's, both of these guys are pretty fast. So I'm not going to use it right now. I can show it off later. We could go down and get the Shield Rod. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. The Shield Rod is one of the best weapons in the game. It takes a second for its true power to manifest, but boy, does it. Oh, whoops. Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. Oh, cool, I got a rapier. That's fun. Oh, so we need to be careful here. This is a good way to get myself dead. Oh my god, I forgot how much damage they do. Okay, let's not and say we didn't with that. I'll move back up here for a second. Let's get our life back. So you have to be really careful, as you can just see there. Those musketeers, if they actually shoot you, do a ridiculous amount of damage. Now, you can kill them all pretty easily before they're able to start firing at you, which you saw I killed the first group of them by using Tetra Spirit. But I unfortunately failed to do the same. Whoops. Oh gosh darn it. I hate when this happens. I'm still really, for some reason, I just am really bad at the inputs in this. I don't know if there's like a little bit of lag or something, or I'm just really bad. Probably a combination of both. So, Tetra Spirits take out this first group, right? Now, a really fun, cheap way that is not hard is to just do this. And just be like, yeah, just hellfire the other ones down. And then now I've got it, right? And now I'm actually kind of safe right here for a second. So I can, you know, use Tetra Spirit or something again and go ahead and finish the room out. And what's really cool is you'll also see here that there's a 1,000-point bag. And that bag does respawn. So if you really wanted to farm money, it is a little risky, but yeah, you can just... Let's go ahead and take care of this real quick too, because these guys will not come back if I kill them. Or I mean, sorry, they'll come back, but there's only one item over here in this little room. It's not even a great item, but you know what? Like, let's just go ahead and get it and not have to worry about coming back here. Yeah, I think it's like green tea or something. Green tea or morning set. Like, we got this gravekeeper monk hanging out in here. Yeah, he's guarding his green tea, so we're just gonna grab that. Now we don't have to worry about coming back in here. We got that room Oops. Really? Okay, fine. You're gonna be like that. Guess what? I'll kill you and your bird. So if you kill his owl, then he actually takes a moment to pause and breathe, and then he's really vulnerable. But he gets enraged after that, so you do want to be careful because he'll start like being much more aggressive and drawing and coming at you, and he does a lot of damage. He's a fairly powerful enemy for this point in the game, especially since we sequence broke to get here. We're actually even weaker than we should be. So it's like, yeah, kill his bird and focus him down real quick, and holy water is going to help you do that. All right. On to Arena Boss. So we get another library card, which is great. And look who it is. We have a special guest.
Who are you?
Whoa.
Servants, come forth from the gates of hell!
Oh my god.
The scent of your blood. You're a Belmont!
Someone screaming.
Rid my castle of this pest!
Wow, that's terrible. I thought the other stuff was, that's really bad. Oh my god. That's the worst so far. Of all of the differences, ooh shit, wow, they're kicking my ass. Oh, I actually died. Well, there's our first death. Crap. My bad. I'm gonna have to add a death counter. I don't think I actually can. That's funny. I was not expecting to die there. I guess I was just so taken aback by the absurdity of that voice acting. Like, man, and people complain about the original. I need to give you permissions because I don't think you actually can. It is, but I don't think it's going to work. And I don't have the thing. And my computer's off. That's okay. I'll fix it later, and I'll give you permissions too, Juan, so you can do that. I meant to do that earlier, and there's you and a few other people I haven't given permissions to yet. Oops. Honestly, I did not expect to die in this game at all, so cool. Good for that. First time for everything in a long time. It's been a minute. You get to a certain point with this one, you don't die a whole lot. But then again, you know, doing those vanilla runs. So I screwed up the path. Right. And again, I'm not supposed to be here this early. So that's the other thing too. It's like normally I'd have some more abilities and stuff and better gear by now.
Who are you?
Okay, we don't need to listen to that nonsense again. That's ridiculous. There we go. I was trying to get Tetra Spirit off initially there, and I screwed it up. You get to see them. They do all kinds of cool, like they do like the Wolverine and oh shit, Wolverine and Colossus cannonball attack. Ah, they do a lot of damage though, don't they? Okay, he's dead. You get those happy crits in. Yeah, that's much better. Getting that early Tetra Spirit at the beginning is a big boon, right? That.
A Belmont for certain. So he says he's the lord of this castle.
He does. So now we can get our mist. Wow, man, I can't believe how bad that was. That was really shocking. Like all the other ones were pretty awful too. But that one was like, what? Did they even try on this? Like, come on, guys. Holy shit, man. What the hell was that? That was ridiculous. Hey, where's my elevator? What? What? Oh, that's weird. The elevator didn't come up. I thought it did normally when you hit that switch there, but whatever. Okay, so now we can actually turn into mist. I should be able to turn into mist. What? Why am I not? Why won't it let me turn into mist? Where's my mist form? Uh-oh. For some reason, it's not letting me turn into mist. They are missing punctuation. Yeah, they didn't even do a clean job of translating it for some reason. Oh my god. Like, form of mist isn't working for some reason. What? What is happening? I sequence broke it and it broke the game. That's never happened before. I'm assuming this is the problem with this particular port. Let me go back to the save point. Like, it will let me turn into mist now? No. I mean, I am holding it. It doesn't work. Like, it's not working at all. Oh my god, you have to be shitting me. Maybe if I save and then quit and load back in, it'll work. Maybe this port is so bad that it broke the game's AI. Because again, I'm not supposed to be here yet. Like, I don't have the. Oh, that's ridiculous. You gotta be shitting me. There it is. Okay. I do have to hold them both at once for some reason. Thank you for telling me that, because I didn't know about that, because I didn't play the PSP. Well, I mean, I guess I borrowed yours for a second and played it a little bit. But, like, yeah, I was freaking out. I was like, what the hell, dude? Like, mist doesn't work. Why? Why is it not working? That would have been so fucked up. Oh my god. Alright, I feel better. I was about to have a heart attack. Like, you gotta be shitting me right now. Like, wow, apparently sequence breaking in this version is a really bad thing. Okay, so since we got that, that's all working now. That's good. So we can go through here, and now we're in the cathedral, where normally you would go back to the cathedral and use the Jewel of Open to get into here, right? Ooh, hello. That's what they want us to do, right? But we decided to be feisty and go ahead and cheap out the game and use Wolf to get here early. So let's see, what level are we? 17. Okay, so we're actually pretty high leveled, even though we did a bunch of silly shadow order, which makes sense because since we got everywhere so early, we got a whole bunch of levels really quickly. One thing I want to show off is if you want to get some levels, a really easy way to do it is get right up on this sucker with the jeweled knuckles and just kneel and hold the button down. And you'll be able to kill this spike ball pretty quick, and it gives you a lot of XP. Actually, before we kill it, we're level 17, we need 419 to level. Alright, so there's a kill. Now we need 116. So that just gave us 300 XP, right? So you can just real quick do this, right? And just come down here and go ahead and we'll, oh, whoops. Oh, but don't touch him, as you can see. You want to get right next to it so that you can get the double hit and hold down the button. But you don't want to touch it, because as you see, that does a ridiculous amount of damage to you if you touch it. Not a good thing. So yeah, this is like, you don't need to level in this game. But if for any reason you want to, this is a good way to get a couple levels really, really, really easily. And the Jeweled Knuckles have such a high crit chance that you're going to be getting critical hits a lot. You're going to be able to kill the spike ball pretty fast. Also, you're going to get, like, he's got his rare drop, the Iron Ball. It's a one-time use item. It's not that great. You just drop a giant iron ball on people, which is kind of fun. So it's a fun thing. If you can get the duplicator, which of course we're in a vanilla playthrough with no save files, so we can't get the duplicator on this playthrough. That's an unlock that you can open up once you beat the game. So again, we only need 147 to level again. So as you can see, until about level 20, I think 21, 22 is where it really drops off. But until that point, this spike ball is going to give you a ton of XP. I'm not going to do it because it's silly and we don't need to, but I'll go ahead and get this one more level because why not? You know, we're here. It's super fast and easy. Now, if I go down these stairs, that's going to lead us back to the Jewel of Open Door that you'd normally come through here with. But we're not going to do that because we don't have double jump, so we can't get all the goodies that are waiting for us on that path yet. We'll be back in a second. That's a nice little way to kill that guy really easily. As you can see, I got right up to him, so he hadn't spawned his other swords and started attacking yet, and I prepped Tetra Spirit. The second I cast Tetra Spirit, I run up to him so he summons his swords and then let them just wreak havoc on him. Another little fun thing. Let's see if we can get the good priest first. Let's have a confession time. Oh, look at that, we did.
Weary soul here. May the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost be with you. Amen.
Cool. So Alucard is very attentive while he has his confession. Oh wait, what? I thought it was a good priest that dropped the grape juice. Maybe it was the lady. I thought it was the good priest. Interesting. But what's neat is, so you see Alucard's very attentive when he is doing confession. However, if he's the one listening, he just like kind of reclines and crosses his legs. And this is the bad ghost. She's gonna try to stab me. Screw that. So there's a good lady and there's a bad one, and there's a good priest and a bad priest, right? So that's the good priest again. We're gonna just not listen to that again. The bad priest is wearing black. I think the good lady is wearing red. Okay, we got the green one again, so she's gonna try to stab us. Nope, none of that. Let's see if I can get I want to get the bad. Nope, it's a good priest again. There's a nice lady. So she you know, Alucard's listening to her confession now. She's sitting there sobbing and whatnot. And it's funny because he'll actually, as far as I know, he'll listen as long as you want. And I'm going to play just a bit longer. We're going to stop before too long. But I'm going to let him sit here and listen to her for a bit because she's got a lot on her chest. And I'm going to go and use the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back. So... So yeah, as you can see, she's just gonna keep going. Yeah, that's interesting, Wanyan. I never knew about that. Oh, Alucard actually fell asleep. I actually did not remember that happening. That's really funny. I did not know about that weird PSP thing. And also, does the grape juice just not happen in this version? Oh, there's a bad priest, so he's gonna try to mess me up. Yeah, I guess not. That's interesting. So in the normal PS1 version, the good priest, if you get that spawn, he drops grape juice, and I think it was just wine in the original version, but grape juice in the American PS1. But I guess that doesn't happen now for some reason. Oh, hey, that reminds me. Speaking of, we're going to put back on our Alucard gear. Because of course we are. Why would we not? So what if we take tons more damage? It's worth it. And also, let's put on that Onyx. It doesn't do anything for us, but it looks snazzy. Big old fat black ring. So at this point, even though we did a little sequence breaking, we're basically back on the intended path. This is normally where you'd go. You'd warp back, and you'd go back to the beginning of the game, basically where you came in, your Slugger and Gaibon, first boss fight, and then from there you would come up through here with the Jewel of Open that you bought from the librarian, right? We just decided to get fancy and go a little different route and get missed early, but we didn't do too much out of order. We also got, of course, the Alucard gear early. Normally you wouldn't have them yet. Ooh, look at that. Ham and eggs. Mmm. And they're not even green. Putting that Alucard gear to work, getting those extra goodies. Actually, I'm like, oops. I'm gonna keep the holy water for now. Pretty good on the upcoming boss, which is barely a boss. Poor Griffin. Another one of those like very, very easy to cheap out bosses that we're gonna get to fight. Oh yay, a Zircon. Aren't we excited? The most worthless of all the sellable gems. Or excuse me, saleable. Alright, here we go. So Griffin, for one, let's go ahead and just pop it. We don't need Alucard gear for this. We'll keep on all of it, but we're going to put on the Jeweled Knuckles. Break those eggs before they hatch. Yeah, goodbye.
You look like you're doing well for yourself.
And
God, her voice is terrible.
you didn't come here to flatter me.
True. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Belmont? Of course. Why?
He
There's
disappeared
Trevor.
about a year ago. I'm sure he's here now. If you see him, please let me know.
As you wish, my lady.
A gentleman after all. Thank you.
She sounds way more childish and catty in this. It's real strange. It's gonna take some getting used to for me. Oh, there's a quick save option down there. That's interesting. Huh. I wonder if it actually works. I kind of don't trust it. Man, Wanyan, I'm really glad you knew about that miss thing, because that was really going to mess me up. I would not have figured that out probably for a second. It would have been like thinking the game was broken or something. It's like, oh god, sequence breaking, broke missed. Holy shit. Like, oh no. That's so strange. I wonder why they decided to do that. Yeah, no, I was totally thinking that it did. I mean, this is a really bad port overall. So I was like, shit, man. Didn't see that coming. Thank goodness. So there's our leap stone. Some of the stuff that we have and some of the places we went normally require you to have that item, but due to interesting mobility shenanigans, the form of wolf and jump kick, we were able to just say, we don't need that leap stone as much as they think we do. However, we do want it. There's definitely some things that we cannot do without it. And actually, yeah, we're not going to come back this way, so let's go ahead and open this up. This is our teleporter. So we'll get that now, because hell yeah. So that's the portal in the beginning. Here's the one on the outer wall. And actually, I didn't even need to go through those. For some reason, I have it in my head sometimes that you have to actually warp with it in order to unlock it. You don't. You just need to walk into the room and it's open. But yeah, there you go. So now you know. The little animal portrait at the top of the teleporter tells you which one it is. The horse being the beginning of the game. The scorpion is the outer wall. Here's was it the lion head? The goat head is Olrox, I think, and then the abandoned mines also has one. I remember when I see him, but kind of forget. Oh, yeah, abandoned mines is a snake, like a cobra. And here's those stupid flea riders on the geese that we saw in Death's ship in Chino Rondo just a bit ago. Told you they'd be back. So there we go. Finally got our leap stone. Now we can double jump. Thank goodness. And there's our first wall turkey. Oh, well, actually, no, we got one at the beginning of the game. Actually, we got a couple of them at the beginning of the game. Ah, whatever. We got another one. Good times. Now we got a few of those. Anyways, as true to form, Dracula's storing meat in the walls. So, some things never change, right? Now, if you could get up here, which we can't right now, that would be the clock tower, right? So that's where you come from here. Now, if we were to go through here, we could warp back and we could sequence break and go through the clock tower, which is a pretty fun thing to do. But instead of that, let's go back to the cathedral, because now that we have the leap stone, there's a whole bunch of really good gear that you can actually grab up here, which is pretty nice. Oh, honestly, you know, what we should have done first. It's fine. We can go back to the library now. We have a library card though, so we can warp back to the library, and we're going to do that here before too long. And that'll actually be a pretty good stopping point. We can go to the library, we can kill the lesser demon, we can get the form of bat, and then that'll be a good place. Since we have mist already, normally they expect you to get that kind of stuff going on, right? But we can pull some shenanigans. We have mist already, so that's what we need to get from a bat, and that's going to let us get pretty much everywhere for the most part. Between mist and bat, you're pretty golden. Bat also unlocks your big jump, gravity boots that let you do super crazy vertical and diagonal leaps, which are going to take us all the freaking frack over the place, and it's going to be wonderful and delightful. Oof. Get that out of here. Ah. my soul steel skills. There we go. Wow, I'm really failing at that today. I always forget the input is actually a little bit slower than I think, and I'm sitting here trying to do like Street Fighter speed inputs, and the game is like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're trying to do. Oh, you lived. You're not supposed to survive that. How dare you? Oops. Oof. That's a little rough. That's okay. Oh, hey, we can get our, what's this? Goggles or something? Well, if you actually get it right. Not that we need them, but hey, they're here, right? Let's go ahead and get them while we're at it. Or not. Good grief. Alright, one more. One more before I rage quit the goggles. Good grief. Alright, whatever. We don't need those stupid goggles. We'll be probably back through here eventually anyways. So yeah, the cathedral, this first part of the cathedral here, there's a whole bunch of items in these little bays, all along the top. One or two of them we're going to have a little bit of trouble getting. They are actually possible to get where we are right now. Not easy though, so I'm not going to waste time going for them if I fail to grab them initially. Whoop. Oh, whoops, I tried to jump kick that guy and I failed. Hi-ya! Oh crap. Oh, would you stop breathing on me? Alright, you know what? Now your soul is mine. But these guys are useful to kind of help get you a little... Now, I don't need to actually do it for this one, but you can jump off of them to get a little extra boost and then do another double jump after that. And that can be real handy. But you gotta hit them right? As you can see, it's real easy to hit in the middle, kind of like I'm doing right there. This is the item that we actually want. Yes, there we go. And it's hard to get with just the double jump, but if you use the bone tower to bounce off of and jump up here, then it's not too bad. You just have to hit it kind of right. So the Mystic Pendant is really, really good. It makes it so that we have faster mana restoration. Like our passive regeneration is faster, fairly significantly so. So doing that little jump kick off those guys makes it so you can grab that fairly easily. And then you don't have to worry about, you know, having to come back through that section with like the bat, unless you're trying to get all the map filled in. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Filling in only microphone. Oh, there we go. Whoops, I was like, what the hell? There we go. I keep thinking that the share button is select because I'm so used to the old PlayStation. But you can see right there, there's a couple little blips on that staircase that I did not fill in. If you're trying to go for full map completion, which we're not, then you want to be careful about that and make sure that you actually pick those up. But we don't care. We're not doing like a full max map play. I mean, maybe we will, but we're certainly not worried about it yet. It's much easier to do once you have like the bat and the gravity boots and all that. So this here is going back to the alchemy laboratory, and this is a door that we would open normally. Right, Slugger and Gaibon boss fights are right up there. Now I'm wondering, will the Maria encounter be here still if we came from the other direction and then walk back through? I'm not sure. Nope. So there was actually an encounter with Maria that you would have here, but because we sequence broke, it looks like we're not going to get that now. So, oops. Sorry, Maria. That's okay. We just saw her in the cathedral, so I guess it's fine. since we are back at the beginning, there is at least one room we can get into. I think, oh, whoops, I have to go back around, gosh darn it. I think there might be two, actually. Oh, no, we don't have form of bat yet. So actually, you know what? Let's just do this. This is going to be faster. We're going to use a library card. One-time use item warps us to the library. Now the trick is, make sure you don't accidentally use two of them. You don't want to waste the library card. They're quite useful. Kind of a precious commodity. Now there's no reason to keep gems. Whenever you get gems, feel free to sell them. That's what they're for. Like, they're literally only there to make to give you money, basically. So, I'm trying to think if there's something else that we want from him right now. Not really. The Elven Cloak and is pretty decent. It's also one that, you know, normally we can't get. Okay, so there's a circlet I was talking about. That's what you get from the marionettes. It's a really good item. But yeah, whatever. It's fine. Don't think he really has anything we need. What I will do is I'm going to buy another library card just so I don't have to worry about it. I think they're worth buying because I think you only find like 3 or 4 of them in the game. But they're not very expensive, all things considered. And being able to warp back to the library is really nice. So now that we have the double jump, we can get up here. Alright. And this is where we need to be. But most importantly, this is our next main thing. This is where we're going to be able to get the form of the bat, which is really important. Because that's going to open up pretty much everything. Like, we could get the form of the bat and then just beat the game and get a really bad ending. And actually, that might be a fun thing to do. Let's do that. That's a good stopping point. For fun, we'll get the bat and then we'll go and we'll kill Richter. Because why not, right? That'll be funny. And then we can call the stream there for the night. So you're going to have a little... Oh, actually, let's see. We can use this guy. Oh, gosh darn it. Well, this might get me killed. So you can... You know what? It's not worth it. Screw you guys. Adrian out. These little axe sleeves are annoying as all hell. So here's our... Here's our lesser demon boss. Now the key to this guy, if you don't care about your enemy list and stuff, you can just kill him. However, for one, let's not fight him with the Alucard gear. That would probably be smart. We don't have a holy weapon yet because I didn't grab it. I could have grabbed a holy weapon just now, but I chose not to because those guys were annoying the hell out of me. We'll just put on our jeweled knuckles again. And Axe Sword Shield, and Silver Plate is way better than anything else we have, and that's going to be sufficient. Now, the trick here is we don't want to kill him until he summons a Mudman. The reason for this is that the only way to get the Mudman on your enemy list is for this particular boss to summon him, which is really annoying. Please summon a Mudman first. Nope, he didn't. That's crappy. Please summon a Mudman. No. So you're going to see this guy again as a normal enemy, and when he is a normal enemy, he only summons other lesser demons, which is why you have to get the Mudman here. There it is. There's our Mudman. Okay, so we're good. Now we can kill him. Oops. Well, if he doesn't kill us. But yeah, the only way you're going to get that Mudman on your secret enemy list is if you let him frickin' summon one, which is really obnoxious. Really? Now all he's gonna do is summon Mudman. Like, I don't need him to anymore, so he's gonna be a tick about it. He's like, oh, you wanted a Mudman, huh? I can do that. Bastard. Come on now. Oh, actually, wait. The Axlord... No, the Axlord gives you like a bonus to stat bonus, though. I have the shield rods, but I don't think I have a damaging... Yeah, he's invincible when he's summoning too, by the way, which is why I'm not attacking him when he's doing that. It's really annoying. Once he goes into like, I'm just gonna summon guys now over and over again, it gets really obnoxious. Because he'll sometimes go into the sleep where that's all he does. There we go. Punch him in the dick. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. But yeah, you want to fill out the enemy list. There's a couple of silly things. One is you have to let him summon a Mudman. And the other one is you have to go to the final fight in the game, and then you have to library card out. Otherwise, the final boss will not be on your list. Which is like, come on, why you gotta be like that? Alright, there we go. So there's our Soul Bat. So now we can turn into a bat, which is great. And that's also going to, like, before our fastest way of getting around the castle. What? There we go. Oh, good grief. And if you don't time that right, you don't turn into mist. That's really silly. It had its own button in the PS1 version. Why would they do that? That's such a downgrade. But now we can do Wing Smash. Well, and that's going to be our fastest way to get around. That is a spell. That's an input. You hold jump and do like up around circle to forward and let go of jump. And if you keep doing the input with the right timing, that was like 3. What you just saw, that was like 3 Wing Smashes right there. And also, for those JoJo Bizarre Adventure fans, you might notice the stone mask here is actually a reference to JoJo's. That is supposed to be a direct reference to Dio's mask. So yeah, we've got a couple of good items there, and I do believe we're going to actually go ahead. Do we want to use that? Yeah, the Topaz Circlet is really good. It's basically just as good as the normal circlet, but it gives you the bonus of if you get poisoned, instead of being poisoned, you get healed your HP. So we're going to go ahead and use that. The stone mask isn't bad, but we don't need it. It's just a defense bonus. Screw that. Why have that when you can have more int and healing from poison, right? We don't need defense. We're doing just fine. Speaking of that, let's put back on our a la carte stuff. We gotta keep our a la carte status up as much as possible. So yeah, just for fun, we'll go ahead and go and kill Richter, or at least try to kill Richter. Going to Richter Belmont this early will actually give us kind of a fight. Oh, whoops. It'll be fun. We'll save right before him, and we'll kill him, and then we'll end the stream. Or we'll die. We might die fighting him, because he's going to do a lot of damage to us. Oh, real quick, we'll also get our first familiar, though. We'll get the fairy familiar up here. So now we actually will have a familiar for real. Oh, whoops. There we go. The fairy doesn't damage anything. The fairy is more of a support familiar. She'll use healing items on you if you're low on life, if you have them in your inventory. And she will break you out of stone, she'll heal poison, stuff like that. Really curse. So she's a healer type. She's not as damaging. she's the only, she and the Pixie, which I think this game has the Pixie and the Nose Devil. They were in the Japanese and Saturn Nocturne of the Moonlight, but they weren't in Symphony proper. I think they might have added them in this one. I'm not sure if they did or not. They're in the randomizer. If you've seen any of my randomized streams, you've seen them. And I'll show you that first. So she's going to use an uncurse on me. That's what she does. Wow, we're getting lucky with those rapiers. I think that's like the third or fourth one of them we've found. That's kind of funny. The rapier is actually kind of a fun weapon. It's not terrible. Certainly nowhere near as good as a lot of the other stuff that we're using. Now, we have a few different ways we can go about this. Instead of going up through the clock tower, though, what we're going to do Garnet, that's also really good money, is we're going to actually go back this way, and we're going to use the bat to fly up, grab the gravity boots, and go through the castle, Olrox's chamber, to the warp there. Oops, bad timing. Work on my bat smash time. You have to keep doing the spell input to keep it going. There we go. That was better. Oopsie. Oh, I lost a potion too. Oh, it's okay. It's not like you're going to use it. So when you're going back here, I wouldn't recommend it, but you can actually go down into the cavern at this point right here. Double jump is really all you need, but I prefer to have the gravity boost as well by the time you go down there. I think it makes things a lot nicer. You can also have power of mist as well, which lets you stay in mist instead of having to. Because right now with mist, we're only able to go into the mist form for like a second, right? So you want to make sure that you can kind of stay in mist. In my opinion, it's a better option. It makes things easier. It's not intentional, but it does make things easier. So there's our gravity boots. Those let us do a super jump, and since we have a double jump, you can super jump basically endlessly as long as you have the mana for it. It does take mana, as you can see whenever I cast it. So that's also, again, really useful. That makes it so you can get to a lot of places much more quickly. Between gravity leap and bat wing smash, you're going to be getting around the castle a lot faster, even than the shield dash that you see us doing all the time. Also, it's much quieter, right? He just dropped a flame boomerang, but I don't even care. So one time you side him, you throw a flaming boomerang. Nice, not great. One and done. Since we're not going to have the duplicator on this run through, I really just don't care about items like that. They're neat, but they're oops. Oh, alright, whatever. I'm out. But they're also, you know, really limited. Literally really limited. Like I said, one and done. So going up there will lead us to the rest of Olrox's chamber and the boss, Olrox himself. However, we're going to save that for later. Okay, so yeah, Olrox is the goat. That's what I thought. Of course, is the beginning of the game. Scorpion's outer wall, and we're going to the lion is a castle keep, which is going to take us right by Richter. Alright. So here's our sexy little, that right there is the entrance to the castle keep from the clock tower. If we went through the clock tower from the outer wall, after the boss of it, we'd come out right here. So if I go through that door, it's going to take me directly into a boss fight. That's really fun. Let's grab this nonsense real quick so we don't have to worry about it. Lovely little falchion, which we'll never ever ever use, even though it's not really a bad weapon. It's just not special. What can you say? Alrighty then. Now there's all kinds of goodies here right before Richter. We are going to go ahead and grab, this is a Ghost Familiar, and he does damage, actually. So, let's go ahead and get that guy. Also, as you can see, we've got a couple of heart and life max ups in here, which are nice. It's quite possible that Richter's going to kill the crap out of me. I'm not the best. Even at this game, which is pretty easy, Richter is arguably the hardest fight in the game, especially if you're trying to actually kill him and you're fighting him early and you're not being super cheap. He can actually kill you. He has that potential. He is no joke. He is quite powerful. And at one point, he straight up just decided to be a dick. I'm gonna use like item crashes on you now and stuff, just like in Chino Rondo. So that can be fun. We're not gonna fight him with the Alucard gear because that would be suicidal. Let's see here. We got our good thingies on, and I think maybe. We'll use like a falchion or something on him. What we got? We got cutlass. It's actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and rock with that. The jeweled knuckles would be a really good choice. The thing is, though, I want to have just like a little bit of range. I think that's, whoa, that was weird. I like kind of zipped myself somehow. Oh yeah, and just for fun, let's go ahead and use a ghost. He'll probably not really do much during this fight, but meh. Why not?
I've been waiting for you.
Richter, why would a Belmont ever plan to resurrect Count Dracula?
Dracula rises once a century. One chance for each Belmont to shine, and then we're finished. Forgotten. If I bring him back now, the battle can last for eternity.
Alright, well, if that's how you feel, then so be it. Oof. Ooh, wow, yeah, that hurt. Oh my god, yeah, and so as you can see, he's extremely aggressive. Like, he will not leave me alone. Oh god, and he uses item crashes, and they suck. Oh man, he's gonna kill the shit out of me. Eek! Oh, and Thunder just jumped right on my hand. God damn it, Cat, you just killed me. I was gonna die anyways. That's not even his second phase.
I still lust for blood.
Nice. I like you got that nice little Richter scream there. So that's a good ending, right? If you were to kill Richter there, you would get an end, a bad one. You're not supposed to be killing Richter. So, as you can see, he is quite powerful and quite aggressive and quite angry. He is possessed by the Dark Priest Shaft. Even though we killed Shaft and then destroyed his incorporeal form in Chino Rondo, turns out he wasn't done yet. And just like Simon before him many years ago, a few hundred years ago, a couple hundred, I guess 300, because I think this is 400 after Trevor, and Trevor's 100 before Simon. So yeah, he cursed Richter and is possessing him. So Richter's not in his right mind, and he is bloodlusted, and he just murdered the shit out of us. So we will be back to this, and we will do our best to save Richter and end Dracula's curse once more. Alright everyone, thank you very much. That's a good stopping point. Nothing like seeing Alucard get the holy shit kicked out of him. Love and peace everybody, thank you so much. As always, greatly appreciate it. And I'll catch you cats on the flip side, if it'll let me do the thing. Here we go. Alright. Love and peace.